Sitting in front of his computer, the boy casually mentions that this is his third run at surviving a zombie apocalypse. He says he's hoping to land a decent weapon this time, and lucky him, he gets a bat. With a slight grin, he explains that bullets are limited in this kind of world, and firing a gun only draws more undead. In his opinion, a bat is always the better option. But then, something catches his eye on the screen. The boy then performs a reverse push-up from a chair, ridiculously exaggerated, for a mere $0.76. He immediately takes back everything he said about the guy being cool, especially after the guy flops straight to the ground, smacking his head like a total idiot. At that very moment, Chansu rises up from his seat and asks the guy if he enjoyed that. The viewer, named Only One, looks at him and says, "You're dead, man." Chansu glances at the screen and realizes that his character has indeed been killed. He quickly apologizes to his viewers for the mishap, but reassures them that it's not a big deal. He reached the checkpoint, and now with this new item, it'll be easy to push forward. He just has to try again. Only One, watching, throws a question at him. "Are you actually enjoying this?" Pointing out that he's the only one watching the stream. Chansu pauses for a second, clearly affected, but answers with a light laugh. His real name is Jinsu, and he tells Only One that there's no need to say things like that. He admits he can only keep going because this guy, Only One, is always around. Surprised, Only One asks if that's really true. When Jinsu confirms, Only One says, "Then I choose you." Jinsu is confused by what he means but thanks him anyway. Then everything changes. The ground begins to shake violently. Jinsu gets up, startled, asking out loud what's going on. Suddenly, there's a deafening explosion. In a panic, he asks his livestream if anyone else heard it. He rushes to the window and stares out in horror. The entire city is engulfed in chaos and fire. People are running. Buildings are burning. He tells the viewers something is definitely wrong. Looking back at his computer, he finds it's completely powered off. No matter how many times he presses the button, it won't turn back on. Puzzled, he decides to go outside and check things for himself. As soon as he steps out onto the street, a woman sprints past him. He tries to call out, but she barely glances at him before running away like her life depends on it. Confused, he wonders why she looked terrified of him. Then, without warning, floating messages appear in front of his vision, like in a game. Some mock his looks, others say, "Why'd they choose this loser for Central?" Baffled, Jinsu is startled and asks out loud what this chat window is doing in front of him. Voices in the chat mimic everything he says, mocking him playfully. He tries to touch the floating messages to see if he's hallucinating. Maybe he's been streaming too long, but they remain out of reach. Some of the chat tells him he can't touch it, while others ominously say something is heading his way. Then he sees it, a zombie, right in front of him. The chat floods with messages saying he's going to die, and how painful it is to watch someone this bad at the game. Jinsu can barely process what's happening before the zombie lunges at him. Instinct kicks in, and he falls backward, manages to kick the creature away, and runs. He sprints toward his apartment. The livestream comments that the zombie just wanted a handshake. Frantically, Jinsu punches in the code at the door, but the zombie smashes through the glass right behind him. Blood covers its face as it continues the chase. Jinsu bolts up the stairs. He's already 7 floors up, but the undead menace is still right behind him. Finally, he spots the door to the rooftop. He tries to open it. Locked. The zombie is coming. The chat yells at him to stop being an idiot and push the door. He shoves it hard. It finally gives, and he slams it shut behind him, using his body as a barricade. The zombie pounds on the door while Jinsu tries to catch his breath. Why did a zombie show up? Why is there a game like chat floating in front of his face? He doesn't know. None of it makes sense. But right now, one thing is clear. He has to kill this monster. He looks around for something to use as a weapon when he hears movement behind him. Turning around, he sees a chubby guy coming toward him. It's the building owner. Jinsu yells at him to run, but then he trips. He stumbles over a box and falls flat, just as the zombie bursts onto the roof, lunging toward him. Desperate, Jinsu tries to fight back. The chat suddenly comments that there's a supply chest nearby. Jinsu glances to the side, spots something glowing, and realizes it's the chest. The zombie nearly gets him again, but he kicks it off and yells, "Just die already!" dodging at the last second. The zombie charges, but overshoots and dives straight off the rooftop. The chat explodes in confusion. Did he just get insanely lucky, or was that his plan? Jinsu collapses to the ground, completely spent. But there's no time to rest. The rooftop door starts rattling. More zombies are coming. 3 of them, in fact. The chat points out that a lot of newbies die this way. Then he remembers the chest. He runs toward it and opens it. Light spills out. Inside is the legendary weapon, the bat. The chat goes wild, calling it the Excalibur of the Apocalypse. The zombies burst through the door. Jinsu grips the bat tightly, determined. With a smile, he mutters, "For me, the end of the world is just a game, and charges in. But as he swings at the first zombie, he completely misses. He's surrounded. The bat is too long to use in such tight space, and now he's in trouble. He shakes the bat wildly, telling them to back off, but it's no use. He tries to swing, but the second zombie grabs him from behind. Thinking fast, he lets go of the bat and dives to the floor, narrowly avoiding a bite. Crawling away, he pushes past the undead crowd. The chat is amazed he's still alive. Back in his apartment, people in the stream are commenting that he's way more skilled than they expected, but Jinsu isn't satisfied. His phone and computer are both completely dead. He tells the chat he's going to check on his parents. He hops on his bike and takes off, ignoring the comments for now. While checking the gas gauge, something darts across his path. He crashes and skids across the road. The chat erupts. Was that a tongue? He looks up, confused. The chat answers, it's a hellfrog. Jinsu stares in disbelief. That wasn't a zombie. That was an actual monster. Suddenly, its tongue lashes at him. He dodges just in time. One of the chat members makes a joke about measuring the tongue. A ruler graphic pops up. Jinsu shakes his head, but it sparks an idea. He runs straight toward a tunnel, dodging another tongue strike. Since the tunnel has curves, the creature might struggle to land a hit. Luckily, he still has some items. Cornered, he preps a Molotov cocktail. The frog lunges. He dodges and hurls the flaming bottle. Nothing happens. He throws another. It lands on the frog's face. Now the creature screeches in pain. He realizes the frog's weakness is internal. He's got only one left. He'll need to get reckless. He hides behind a wall, calls out to the frog, and when it attacks, he sidesteps again, then tosses the last Molotov straight into its gaping mouth. The beast convulses, engulfed in flames. Jinsu drops to his knees, exhausted, whispering, finally. The chat cheers. Someone even calls him one of the best beginner players they've ever seen. But Jinsu wonders aloud, why is everyone treating his real life like a video game? Still, even if it's insane, he chooses to embrace it. I won't die like an idiot, he says. At that exact moment, a system notification appears. He's earned an achievement and unlocked a recording feature. Just like a game, he mutters. He opens the skill panel. The first is aggro. The more enemies around him, the stronger he gets. The second is save record, letting him retain some of his boosted stats as permanent attributes. He sighs. So they want me to keep risking my life. He closes the panel. For now, he has a mission. Find his parents. But his bike is completely wrecked. He'll have to walk. By the time he finally makes it home, Jinsu freezes at the sight in front of him. The place doesn't even look like a house anymore. It looks like something massive took a bite out of it. The roof is torn apart, walls crumbled, and everything's barely standing. Panic sets in as he rushes inside, calling out to his mom and dad. There's no response. Every room is empty. He tries to stay calm, remembering something. His parents usually leave notes behind if they ever go out, so he starts looking everywhere. Counters, fridge, drawers. Eventually, in his own room, he finds a note tucked under some stuff. It's from his dad. It says they left with the soldiers from Division 7.5 and that they'll reunite soon. At least that gives him something. A clue, a direction. The chat, as usual, starts mocking him. Bro really got ditched by his parents, someone writes. Jinsu ignores the teasing, but something doesn't sit right. This note, it doesn't sound like his dad's usual tone. It feels off. But if this world really is like a game, then maybe this is just the beginning of the first main quest. He decides not to overthink it. He's got only one clue right now, so rushing won't help. Priorities first. He heads to the kitchen cupboard and pulls out some canned sardines. The chat roasts him again, saying he's too chill for a guy in the middle of an apocalypse. But he just shrugs and replies, can't think on an empty stomach. Just as he cracks open the can, a faint noise echoes through the house. There shouldn't be anything, or anyone here. He stays still, listening. There it is again. He tiptoes across the room, following the sound, until he spots something through the window. A zombie, trying to squeeze its way inside. Jinsu slams the window shut on its hand. That triggers his aggro skill. The countdown starts. 10 minutes. He remembers. Every enemy in his radius increases his strength by 10%. So, one zombie equals 10%. He starts hunting. First door. Zombie. He opens it and takes it out. Aggro. 20%. Next room. 2 more. He doesn't hesitate. In seconds, they're down 2. 40%. He's starting to feel it now. Faster reflexes, stronger arms, sharper movements. He tears through the house like a storm, clearing out every last one. By the time he finishes, he's at 70%. Breathing heavy but grinning, he glances at his hand. The difference in strength is real. Then he hears one last sound, coming from the kitchen. He's only got a minute left on the timer. Whatever it is, he has to finish this fast. He slowly creeps forward and peeks around the corner. Under the kitchen table, there's a guy hiding. Just sitting there, a bit older, long hair, apron on, looks like he came straight from a restaurant. For a second, Jinsu is confused. Then he notices the guy's actually cooking. The chat erupts. Yo, this man just broke into his house to make lunch. Jinsu glances at the camera and decides to address the stream directly. Alright bros, I'm starving. If he tries anything, I'll deal with it. The guy finishes plating the food and gently pushes it toward him. Jinsu takes a bite and stops. It's actually good. The man asks if he likes it and mentions that he used to be a chef at a restaurant called Myung. Jinsu points out that because of this little cooking stunt, he had to clear out 7 zombies. The man quickly apologizes, almost begging Jinsu not to kick him out. He says it's dangerous out there, and there are too many zombies. Jinsu tells him it's fine. For now, he plans to leave soon anyway. He has to look for his father. The guy suggests heading to the nearby elementary school. It's been turned into an emergency shelter. There might be info there. Jinsu pauses. That actually makes sense. But he also starts wondering, was this guy a real person or just another NPC guiding him like a side quest? Either way, he agrees. The man introduces himself as Minu. Jinsu thanks him for the food and says it's time to move. He asks if Minu has any kind of transport. Minu shakes his head. Jinsu remembers there's a bike in the garage and says they'll take that. He grabs his gear and heads to his room. Just as he finishes packing, a loud scream pierces the air. It's Minu. Jinsu bolts outside. What he sees makes his blood run cold. A monstrous zombie, giant, grotesque, is holding Minu up like a rag doll. The chat is in chaos. That's the big mild one, someone types. Jinsu's brain is racing. This thing isn't like the frog. It's worse, way worse. And judging by its size, it might have been the same creature that wrecked his house. He knows he can't win, not head on. So he jumps onto the bike and takes off, leaving the scene behind as the creature roars behind him. It doesn't take long before he hears it chasing him. A countdown appears, 10 minutes to survive. He pushes the pedal to the limit, but the monster is way faster than he expected. At this rate, he'll be caught before the timer hits 0. Then, he sees it. Minu's bike, lying on the side of the road. 2 smaller zombies nearby. Agru activates again. No time to waste. He jumps off his current bike mid-speed, grabs Minu's, and keeps riding. The monster closes in, but he doesn't stop. The chat is stunned. Jinsu's pushing beyond his limits. He yells into the stream, "I'm not the kind to die running." Elsewhere, at the emergency shelter near the school, things are tense. A group of survivors is being directed inside by volunteers. A chubby man in the crowd is panicking, shouting that Minu is still outside and they need to go back for him. But the others shake their heads. One guy, looking grim, says flatly, "He's already dead." The crowd argues about whether to keep the gate open. A man with a white bandana tells his friend they should just go inside for now. Then something loud catches their attention. Everyone turns. In the distance, they see someone barreling toward them on a motorbike. It's Jinsu. He's hauling something large on the back of the bike. As he screeches to a stop, all eyes are locked on him. Someone in the group recognizes the bike and blurts out, "Isn't that Minu's?" Jinsu doesn't waste time. His face blank, he simply says, "He's dead." The crowd is silent. The guy who asked stares at him, stunned, waiting for more explanation. "There's nothing else to say," Jinsu mutters, then asks who's in charge. From the back, a man steps forward, but before he can speak, another guy cuts in. He's wearing a police uniform. He introduces himself as Sujan and says he's in charge of this area's safety coordination. Jinsu introduces himself in return. Sujin glances at the thing Jinsu brought with him and asks, "Is that from the monster?" Jinsu is caught off guard. "You know about that thing?" Sujin nods gravely. "That monster cost us a lot of people. So what happened to it?" he asks. Jinsu answers bluntly, "I killed it." The entire group goes quiet. Nobody believes it. Back in the earlier moment, when Jinsu had been speeding through the city with that thing chasing him, he had turned to the stream and asked if they thought he'd survive. The chat replied sarcastically, asking what he'd bet on it. Jinsu smirked and said, "My life." The monster had been crashing through buildings at full speed. Nothing could stop it. But Jinsu turned to the chat again and said, "If I make it out alive, you guys owe me." Of course, the chat rolled their eyes. They didn't believe him either. "What if you don't kill it?" one asked. "Then I die," Jinsu replied without missing a beat. They called the plan crazy. But one viewer, only one, typed back, "Deal." Jinsu smiled, looked straight ahead at the tunnel entrance, and kept riding. Now, standing in front of the shelter, he tells Sujin he's looking for a safe place, somewhere to rest. Sujin agrees, but reminds him that they have to check for infection first. Before they can even finish the process, a voice calls out behind them. It's the guy from earlier, the one who asked about Minu's bike. "Is Minu really dead?" he asks again, this time more seriously. Jinsu nods. The man says Minu worked at his restaurant. Jinsu explains they had teamed up and that they had a plan, but that monster wrecked everything. Grabbing the handlebars of the bike, he assures the guy that he didn't steal anything. Then he pauses. That soup Minu made, I'll never forget it. The chat snorts at the drama. Bro made him cook, and now he's acting noble. Someone types. The restaurant guy just stares silently. Jinsu walks off. As he approaches the school entrance, a message appears in front of him. You are now leaving the tutorial. It says that from here on out, the system will provide more detailed information to help him survive. One phrase catches his eye. Tutorial complete. Beneath that, messages begin pouring in. Now the real game begins. Jinsu runs into a nearby room and immediately calls out to only one. There's a limit to what I can take without knowing anything, he yells. We had a deal, remember? So pay up. Only one replies casually. What do you want to talk about? Jinsu is frustrated. You owe me some real answers. The rest of the chat isn't happy either. They're annoyed that Jinsu ignored them during the last event and ask if he got any explanations in the meantime. Nope, he replies. They're shocked. How is he still alive? Jinsu shrugs. Streamer instincts. The chat latches onto that phrase. Interesting, one of them comments. Someone even says that if he wins this game, he'll be able to rebuild the world however he wants. That part stuns him. What do you mean? He asks, genuinely confused. Only one responds calmly. It's exactly what it sounds like. He explains, in this world, everything is real, but they've changed a few key details. Jinsu is the only player. Everyone else, they're either background characters or viewers. You're the protagonist, only one says, and the only one who can see us. He warns Jinsu not to stress too much about whether it's real or not. Just think of us like your stream audience, he says, and keep playing. Jinsu is overwhelmed. All of it is too much. He looks to the side and mumbles, is this guy some kind of god? He glances at his own reflection and wonders aloud. Only one just scoffs. What kind of character asks something that stupid? He says he'll give Jinsu one hint. We love a good show. So if he wants to survive, he better go all out. Jinsu sighs. Strange mission for someone who never leaves the house. Still, something clicks in his mind. He pulls up the panel again just to see what's new. A mission appears. Protect the police chief. If the chief dies tonight, the city will spiral into chaos. Jinsu stares at the mission prompt and says, so that's next. Outside, the school courtyard is busy. People are gathered, helping each other carry supplies and setting up temporary food stations. One guy asks if they should just leave the food by the fence, and someone else tells him, yeah, just put it there. People will line up. Jinsu watches all this unfold from a distance, his eyes scanning the crowd. According to the mission, someone here is going to be a threat to the police chief tonight. 50 people. One traitor. He walks toward the group, ignoring someone calling out to him. He's too focused. A man notices Jinsu's serious expression and asks, you okay? I need to see the police chief, Jinsu replies flatly. The man stiffens. The chat immediately picks up on it. That's sus. One of them types. Jinsu notices the hesitation too. Something's off. He points directly at the man and asks again, call Department Chief Sujin Lee. The man hesitates, turns, and appears to whisper to someone nearby. Then he looks back and asks, are you the one who killed that monster? Jinsu nods. The man exhales. All right, I'll tell you the truth. He says they're looking for capable people. People like Jinsu, because the police chief went out on patrol and never came back. That hits Jinsu harder than he expected. The mission just got real. He asks, so why hasn't anyone gone after him yet? The man explains they don't have enough people. Too few to protect the area and also send out a search party. Jinsu insists on seeing the chief's office. If you want my help, stop hiding things. The more I know, the better. Reluctantly, the man agrees. A few minutes later, Jinsu steps into the chief's temporary office. The place is messy. Papers everywhere. Notes scattered across the desk. Look for clues, he tells the chat. Nothing turns up at first. Then he sees a map pinned to the wall with a mark circled on it. He recognizes the location. It's not far from here. Just then, someone enters the room. You're looking for the chief? The man asks. He steps forward, hand extended, with an overly confident smile. He introduces himself as Guang. The guy walks right up to Jinsu and goes for a handshake, but grips too tightly, applying unnecessary force. Jinsu stares at him, unimpressed. The chat starts trolling. Bro's trying to assert dominance with a handshake. Guang asks if he found anything, still squeezing. Jinsu doesn't answer. He's already skeptical. Before the tension can go further, a scream echoes outside. Jinsu and Guang both turn. Without wasting a second, they run toward the sound. Chaos. Infected are among the crowd. People are screaming, trying to run. But once 2 or 3 people get bitten, the panic spreads like wildfire. Jinsu freezes for a moment. What the hell is happening? he mutters. The chat throws out warnings. It's about to turn into a disaster. He grabs his hammer and charges forward. The police hesitate, unable to use their guns without risking civilian lives. Jinsu doesn't have that problem. He smashes the first infected to the ground and yells back, "You guys got big hands, use them!" A nearby officer stares in shock as Jinsu clears a path. Even Minu's restaurant buddy joins in, wielding a frying pan like a pro. Another guy with a bandana calls out, "Mr. Gang, be careful!" But Gang's already in the thick of it, slamming zombies with full force. Jinsu quickly realizes Gang is timing his attacks based on how much space he creates. So Jinsu clears the path. Gang finishes the job. It's messy, but effective. After a few minutes, the police finally regain their footing and assist in driving back the infected. Meanwhile, people scream for the gate to be opened. They want to escape, but the gates are locked. Jinsu's brain races. Someone let the infected in. It's the only explanation. And whoever did it has power, which means it had to be a police officer. He clenches his teeth. Someone inside's lost their mind, he says to the chat. But he doesn't have time to solve that mystery now. He has to find the chief. He walks straight up to Gang and says, "Watch the officers. Something's wrong." Gang is confused. "Wait, what's going on?" "There's no time," Jinsu snaps. "Just trust me. This is for Minu." With that, he turns and bolts. Someone tries to stop him. An officer steps in his path. Jinsu brushes past without slowing down. "Worry about yourself," he mutters. He runs straight to the same bike he used earlier and rides off, muttering to the chat that sticking around would ruin everything. The map's marked location is still in his mind. A short while later, he finds it. A container in the middle of the forest. He peeks inside the windows. Empty. But the ground is littered with footprints. Zombie-sized. He turns to the chat. "Where's my next supply chest?" No answer. They joke that he's probably playing on hard mode. "No way," he says. "This is already hard enough." They tell him to check the bottom of the chat panel. Curious, he scrolls down and finds a tiny $sign. When he clicks on it, he sees the donations are disabled. The chat immediately starts shouting at him to enable it. He flips the toggle, and suddenly, monetization is activated. Only one sends him 1 Zen. 2 others follow, sending 2 more Zen each. Jinsu's eyes narrow. "You jerks were holding out on me this whole time?" Now armed with Zen, he enters the container. It looks like an ordinary room. Plain, quiet, nothing special. The chat nervously asks if he's still mad at them. Jinsu says he's not holding a grudge, but makes it clear he knows they're hiding a lot more than they admit. Before he can think too much about it, movement outside catches his attention. Zombies, lots of them. Aggro kicks in immediately, so those footprints were from undead. The chat jokes, "Why are you scared of your fans?" But Jinsu's face hardens. He's about to get surrounded. He kicks the first zombie through the door. Aggro hits 80, then 140. His strength is now buffed by 240%. He's wrecking everything in sight. But just as he's gaining control, a car horn blasts in the distance. He dodges left just in time. A car skids to a stop in front of him. Behind the wheel is Guang, hiding behind the windshield, eyes wide. Jinsu narrows his eyes. "Come out, trash. I know it's you." Jinsu's eyes stay locked on the figure behind the windshield. No doubt, it's Guang. And based on the way he's hiding, he thought Jinsu wouldn't recognize him. But Jinsu doesn't hesitate. "Come out," he growls. "I know it's you." Inside the car, Guang is rattled. "How the hell did this kid dodge that?" he mutters, gripping the steering wheel tighter. He's watching Jinsu move, fast, agile, and fearless. The chat lights up. This guy really tried to run him over? Jinsu doesn't wait for another move. He dashes forward, catching Guang completely off guard. With his physical strength now amped up from aggro, Jinsu elbows straight through the driver's side window. Glass shatters. Guang reels back, panicking. He reaches into the glove box and grabs what looks like an airsoft pistol. Jinsu ducks before the shot fires. Guang curses, slams the gas pedal, and speeds off. In the rearview mirror, he sees Jinsu sprinting after the car on foot. He stares in disbelief. "How is he keeping up? I'm going 80!" Jinsu pushes harder. The chat can barely believe what they're seeing. "Kid's unhinged," someone types. "He's running like a beast." Guang veers into a side path surrounded by metal containers, hoping to lose him. He makes sharp turns, but Jinsu keeps closing the gap. Then, Guang smirks. He reaches into the center console and presses a hidden button. A mechanical whir sounds. The containers suddenly open, revealing dozens of zombies packed inside. They come stumbling out, groaning, hungry. The chat lights up again. "You're screwed now." Aggro climbs. 30, then 40. Jinsu's physical stats are maxing out. 500% strength. But even with all this power, he knows he's surrounded. He grits his teeth. "Fine. 2 minutes. I'll end this." He charges into the horde. First one, gone. Second, down. He bulldozes through, zombies flying in all directions like ragdolls. The chat is going wild. But his focus isn't just the undead. He wants Gwang. He spots the car idling near a tree, engine still running. Jinsu breaks into a sprint. He slams into the side window, shattering it with ease, and grabs Gwang mid-message. The guy's trying to type something on his phone. Jinsu grabs him by the collar. "Where's the police chief?" Gwang fumbles, reaching toward his waist, but Jinsu grabs his hand and stops him cold. The chat warns him, "Watch out for his left hand." Sure enough, Gwang reaches again, but Jinsu pins that too. "You're not slick," he mutters. Gwang, out of tricks, gasps, "Who the hell are you?" "I'm a fan favorite," Jinsu replies. Then he slams his foot down, kicks Gwang out of the driver's seat, and mutters, "I'm the driver now." He hops behind the wheel and floors it, muttering to himself about how much trouble this idiot has caused. In the back seat, Gwang is groaning, still conscious but fading fast. The chat suggests something outrageous. "Yo, cuff him. You might get a bonus." Jinsu stares at the guy in the mirror, then shrugs. Could be funny. He searches the glove box and finds a pair of police handcuffs. Before he can finish, he notices movement outside. Zombies. Again, he cuffs Gwang to the car frame, muttering, "You're gonna get me paid," then slams on the gas, plowing through a wave of undead. But even now, something feels off. He remembers the mission panel clearly. It said the police chief was at the food school, so why was this location marked? As he turns onto a quieter street, something strange catches his eye. A teddy bear, just walking. Jinsu slams the brakes. The bear rolls across the street, bounces once, and lands upright. The chat is confused. Jinsu is more confused. Then it stands up. The bear turns toward him and runs. "What the?" Jinsu blurts. Only one chimes in casually. "That's the only bear." Jinsu blinks. "It's not a monster?" "Nope," only one says. "It guides you to a reward chest. Always." As Jinsu watches it dart into the woods, he hears groaning behind him. Gwang's waking up again. The chat jumps in. "Yo, what are you gonna do with him?" Jinsu thinks for a moment. He pulls out a taser from the car's console. "All right, vote time," he says. "1 if you want him to nap again. 2 if I zap him." The chat floods with ones. Jinsu grins and chooses 2. Zed. Gwang slumps back down. With that handled, Jinsu steps out and follows the bear into the forest. Eventually, the bear stops beside a glowing chest. As expected, he walks up, but a notification pops up. Requires 5 Zen to open. The icon suggests it's a utility item. Maybe not even a weapon. The chat gets impatient. "Just open it already." Jinsu sighs, ignores the noise, and uses the Zen. The chest opens, revealing a flashlight. "Seriously?" He groans. "This better not be a joke." The chat roasts him. Bro paid 5 Zen for a torch, but Jinsu pockets it anyway. There's no time to waste. He needs to get back to the school. Back at the school, tension is still running high. Survivors are frustrated. Whispers are flying. "How the hell does someone mess up that bad and let a zombie in?" Someone mutters. Jinsu walks in casually, brushing off the drama like it's background noise. "No worries," he says. "I was here the whole time. Nothing got past me." Someone calls out to him from the corner. There's an issue they need help with. Jinsu heads over and asks if they've contacted Vango. The guy talking to him says they're planning to relocate the police for safety. Jinsu's jaw clenches. Figures. He mutters under his breath that this is definitely that same idiot's fault, the one trying to sabotage everything. Still, he plays along. "It's cool. I'll handle the police chief." He's about to walk off when he notices someone watching from the stairs. It's Gango. He heard everything. And now he knows these people are up to something shady. He watches them leave and immediately runs off to confirm things for himself. In another part of the building, one of the officers has found Guang's jeep, parked awkwardly. They check it and find him unconscious inside, handcuffed. Now Gango knows Jinsu wasn't bluffing. He needs to talk to him fast. He's sprinting across the hall when suddenly, a hand slams across his face. It's Jinsu. "I found you first." They both pause. Gango pants, trying to catch his breath, and says, "You already knew, didn't you? Tell me what you found," Jinsu demands. Gango grabs him and explains everything. "They've got the police chiefs in the basement. People are guarding the door." No hesitation. Next thing, Jinsu is at that basement door, listening. Inside, someone's being beaten. "You take a hit well," the voice says, "but you'd better talk." The guy inside preps a taser. Jinsu cracks the door open just enough to see what's happening. The chat starts egging him on. "Kick the door down. We'll send you a Zen." That's all the motivation he needs. Bam. He kicks the door open and lands a clean shot to the guy's back, sending him flying. The man scrambles to his feet, but Jinsu's already there. He reaches for a weapon. Jinsu grabs his arm before it's even halfway out. "Do you even know who I am?" Jinsu asks cold. Kneeling over him, he whispers, I am the sense of humanity you lost. The guy tries again, clicks the trigger. Nothing happens. Empty, huh? Jinsu grins. He slams a fist into the guy's jaw. That one's for Minu. Another, to the chin. That's for the police. And one more, brutal and final. That one's for me. He grabs the keys and starts looking for the chief. But the guy reaches behind him, trying to grab his taser again. Jinsu doesn't hesitate. He zaps him with his own weapon, smirking. Guess we both shop at the same place. He shoves him aside. Say hi to Guang for me. The chat starts hyping him up. Finish him off. But Jinsu shakes his head. Not yet. More are coming. As if on cue, another guy walks past the door. Jinsu barely glances before elbowing him straight in the chest, knocking him out cold. The chat's impressed. Bro's built different. He earns a fresh batch of Zen. Jinsu can't help but smirk. Then a new voice cuts through the silence. Did you really just kill a cop? Jinsu turns slowly. Another man stands behind him, trembling. Jinsu doesn't blink. It's time to end this. He walks toward the guy, eyes locked in. Any preferences? The man backs up, panicked. Wait, Jinsu interrupts. Arm? Leg? Chest? You choose. He grins darkly. You look real scared for someone who tried to shoot me earlier. He lands a hit and earns another Zen from the stream. As the man screams, the chat roasts him even harder. Dude's about to pee himself. Jinsu wipes his hands, mildly embarrassed. What's this guy doing? Outside, people start to notice something's happening. They turn and see Jinsu dragging someone behind him. It's the real police chief, alive. Jinsu throws him forward and says calmly, the traitors are tied up in the basement. Everyone runs off to confirm it. Murmurs ripple through the courtyard. The officers look shocked, but Jinsu just leans back and lets out a long breath. He opens the panel again. A new warning flashes across the screen. Staying in the same area for too long is dangerous. The next morning, Jinsu is posted up in one of the supply cabins, snacking on something simple. For once, things feel kind of stable. He opens the system panel again. That same warning is still there. He asks the chat, so, how long is too long exactly? No one answers. Really? He mutters. He gets up and walks outside. He's standing next to the car when someone calls out to him. It's the police chief. Leaving already? Jinsu turns. Is that a problem? The chief shakes his head. Number, I just wanted to say thank you. You helped everyone. If you're going out again, I can get you some supplies. Jinsu nods, thinking for a second. Even after I asked if you were just going to let the traitors go? The chief sighs. They used to be my comrades. I can't just... Jinsu interrupts. Don't worry. I'll handle it. Next shot. He's flying down the road in a car. Two of the traitors tied up in the back. They're yelling, panicking, begging him to stop. Jinsu just keeps driving. The chat lights up. Bro's going full vigilante now. At nearly 80 miles per hour, one of the tied up guys gets bitten. Jinsu brakes, glances at the back. Nobody's tied up anymore. He frowns. Whoops, little accident. Back in the present, the police chief thanks him again and hands over supplies and the car. He tells Jinsu not to leave without saying goodbye next time. Jinsu nods and gets in. He sits behind the wheel and pulls out the flashlight. Still not sure what it's for. The chat tells him not to stress and just wait. He leans back and eventually dozes off. When Jinsu wakes up, something feels off. He's shivering. Cold air pricks at his skin like needles, even though the car's AC isn't even on. He sits up quickly, eyes darting around. The windshield is fogged up, and his breath is visible. That's when he sees it. Something moving in the rearview mirror. A figure. Long cloak. Skeletal frame. It's approaching from behind. The chat flashes. It's here. Jinsu slams his foot on the pedal, tires screeching. The car lurches forward as he drifts out of the parking space. Behind him, the skeletal creature disappears from the mirror. Gone? Number. It's now right next to the window. The rearview mirror shatters in an instant. Jinsu swerves again, trying to gain distance. He yells at the chat, next time, maybe warn me instead of laughing. He glances back. It's gone again. Then, suddenly, bam, the creature appears in front of the car. Jinsu can't react in time. He crashes into a concrete pillar. The airbag explodes. The whole car shudders. He groans, dazed and dizzy. He fumbles for his gun and stumbles out of the vehicle. The creature is moving toward him. Slow, confident. He lifts his weapon and fires. Nothing. The bullets pass through it like mist. It keeps coming, panicking. Jinsu runs. He darts through a corridor, barely staying upright. His legs feel like they're made of stone. The chat throws shade. You're gonna die today, huh? He glances back. The monster is gaining. In one desperate move, he pulls out the flashlight. He points it directly at the creature and clicks it on. The creature recoils. It shields its face, backing away. Jinsu's eyes go wide. So that's what this is for. Using the moment of hesitation, he sprints again, diving out of a window and landing hard on the ground below. There's a bicycle nearby. He grabs it, but the tire's flat. As soon as he tries to ride, he falls and smashes his knee. The creature closes in. With no time to waste, Jinsu throws the flashlight like a grenade. It hits the monster, giving him a few seconds to bolt. He pulls out his gun again, firing round after round, even though he knows it's useless. He turns a corner, just barely staying on his feet, until he stops. A glowing line is painted across the ground. The monster follows, then, suddenly, freezes. It stops at the line, unable to cross. Jinsu collapses to the ground, panting. The creature growls, thrashes, and then disintegrates. He lays there, blinking up at the sky, alive. But then something flickers in the distance, a pulsing light, on and off, over and over. It looks like it's blinking in some kind of pattern. The chat warns him, it's probably a trap. Jinsu narrows his eyes. It's Morse code. He follows it. The blinking comes from a window. He bursts into the room, pointing his weapon forward and shouting, "Stop right there!" Inside, a scrawny boy raises his hands nervously. Wait, I'm not a bad guy." He's wearing a hoodie and glasses, trembling from head to toe. The chat can't believe it. "Yo, we actually found someone dumber than Jinsu." Jinsu eyes him carefully. "You a cop?" "No," the kid stammers. "I'm just Mitchell." Jinsu tells him to hand over the flashlight. Mitchell hesitates. "Are you serious right now?" Jinsu says, raising the gun. The kid gives in and tosses it to him. "Now the bag," Jinsu says. Mitchell's eyes widen. "But that's all I have to eat." Eventually, everything is laid out on the floor. Jinsu looks through it and realizes it's basically the same stuff he has. He eyes Mitchell, expression unreadable. "Strip down to your clothes." Mitchell nearly cries, but he does as told. Later, while he's redressing, he pleads, "You believe me now, right?" Jinsu looks at him. "You've got no weapon. How'd you survive this long?" Mitchell stays quiet. "You working with anyone?" Jinsu presses. "Baiting people?" The chat chimes in. "Look at his face. Read him." Jinsu watches Mitchell's expression carefully, then turns away. "We're separating." Suddenly, Mitchell speaks up. "I didn't do anything. All my friends are dead. I only made it because I'm a coward." The chat goes quiet. Even they admit he seems honest. Jinsu looks over his shoulder. "For real?" Mitchell nods. "All right then," Jinsu says. "Let's go. Can't ignore a noob who made it this far." Next scene, chaos. A guy is being pinned down by one of those freaky frog monsters. He's screaming, trying to crawl away. Mitchell yells out instructions. "Turn left. It can't follow on curves." The monster crashes into a building instead. Mitchell turns to Jinsu. "Same trick might work again. We go near the stream." "Worry about yourself," Jinsu mutters, but he's smiling. They race down a path, keeping to the edge of a slope. The monster follows, slips, and tumbles. But then, a giant tongue lashes in front of them, blocking the trail. Jinsu signals Mitchell, "Duck on my count." As soon as he yells, they drop. The tongue sweeps over their heads. The monster was right behind them, and now it gets a mouthful of frog. The two beasts start fighting viciously. Jinsu and Mitchell don't waste the opportunity. They bolt. Jinsu laughs to himself. "Now I get it. That's how this kid stayed alive." A little while later, they're on a tandem bicycle, of all things. Jinsu is wheezing. "This is your big plan? Just keep pedaling," Mitchell shouts. They're almost there, a building stocked with supplies. Mitchell turns his head. "Can I ask something?" Jinsu nods. "You ever hear of Division 7.5? The second he says it, Jinsu's face changes. "That's the same group that took his father," he answers slowly. "Yeah, I've heard of them. Not much though." Inside, he's thinking hard. Whatever's waiting ahead, it's tied to that name. They reach the building, a half-abandoned complex with 4 cars parked out front. As they slow the bike and approach, a car suddenly speeds toward them, nearly mowing them down. Jinsu jumps off the tandem bike and storms toward it. He knocks on the window. "What the hell?" the chat asks. "Zombie?" He squints inside. Number human. A guy, wide-eyed and panicking. Jinsu yanks the car door open and throws him to the ground without hesitation. He starts rummaging through the vehicle, hoping to find something useful. Maybe a weapon. Nothing. The guy suddenly pulls a knife, pointing it with shaky hands. "Back off. Don't take my stuff." Jinsu kicks him in the gut. "Quiet. I'm sorry. You can take anything you want," the guy begs. Jinsu picks up the knife and studies him. "You're military, huh?" The man hesitates. "Everyone in my unit. They're all dead." Mitchell walks up. "Is he really a soldier? Look at him," Jinsu replies. "He's got the uniform." Still suspicious, Jinsu reaches for the guy's dog tag and holds it up. "Recite your service number." The guy gulps, sweating. Slowly, he starts reciting it. Jinsu listens carefully. He's not lying. but he doesn't let his guard down. "Tell me about Division 7.5, he says coldly. "I don't know anything," the man stammers. "Never even heard of it." Jinsu steps back. Mitchell warns that it's not safe to stay here long. Jinsu agrees and opens the gate. "Let's take the car. He's coming too." Mitchell hesitates. "Really? You're bringing him? He can't survive out here alone. If he slows us down, he's on his own." The guy's name is Youngjun. Jinsu side-eyes him as they help him into the car. He's clearly injured, legs busted. Inside, the building is dead quiet. Too quiet, Jinsu mutters. "Why was the gate closed if the parking lot's full?" They get Youngjun to the infirmary, then Jinsu heads off to search the upper floors. Mitchell panics. "Don't leave me! I'm not abandoning you," Jinsu calls back. As he climbs the stairs, he talks to the chat. "What do you think? Can we trust this kid?" Responses are split. Then he hears it. A faint voice. Something about a safe place. He pushes open a door and finds a bunch of communication devices, still running. One message catches his ear. Division 7.5 is heading to Jew Island. His heart stops. That's it. That's the next lead. He pulls up the info panel. New objective. Escape the city via train station. Jinsu runs back downstairs, yelling for Mitchell. He reaches the infirmary. Only Youngjun is there. "Where's the kid?" Youngjun frowns. He heard something and went to check. Jinsu clenches his fists. "You let him go off alone." He bolts out. But now there's another problem. The exit is sealed with a coded taxi lock. He starts rummaging through office drawers, hunting for keys or override slips. But there's something strange. Power's still running, yet all the lights are off. Someone deliberately shut things down. Then he hears a scream. He runs back to the main hall. Youngjun has collapsed on the ground, groaning. It came from the basement. Footsteps echo up the stairs. And then, someone appears. Mitchell is being held hostage, a knife pressed to his neck. "Run!" Mitchell yells. Jinsu raises his gun but doesn't fire. "Let him go." The attacker snarls. "He broke into my company. He's a thief." "You're calling us thieves?" Jinsu spits. "You raided this place, got rid of your drivers, and holed up like a psycho." The man refuses to back down. Then Jinsu does something bold. He smiles and says, "Actually, I am a new hire." The chat pauses. "What?" Jinsu doubles down. "I'm your newest taxi driver." The man blinks. "Where's your resume?" Jinsu doesn't flinch. "Office drawer." "Youngjun, fetch it." The man mumbles something about hardworking employees. While he's distracted, Jinsu gives Mitchell a quick nod. Youngjun returns with a random piece of paper. Jinsu grabs it. "See? Resume." The man inspects it. Then, bam! Jinsu shoulder bumps him, knocking him off balance. He grabs a crutch from nearby and smacks the guy across the face. "Mitchell, tie him up." Legs and arms. They find the taxi key and race out. Back in the car, Jinsu shouts, "To the train station." Youngjun is driving, flustered. "Where?" "Main road, keep going." But then they see it, a massive spider-like creature tearing through the streets. It's destroying everything, chasing survivors with giant glowing eyes. Mitchell is freaking out. Jinsu turns to Youngjun. "You're our driver now. You gotta floor it." The car speeds down a side road. No way out. Behind them, the lunatic taxi company owner breaks free and yells something, right before he gets slammed by the monster. Jinsu looks back. He just became bait. Mitchell mutters, "Honestly, best outcome." The car rockets forward as the spider creature smashes into a building, losing track of them. Jinsu glances ahead and sees a glowing blue line across the road. They cross it. A new notification pops up. Checkpoint reached. Chat goes wild. Harder missions now unlocked. Let's give him something spicy. Jinsu asks if Mitchell can see the chat. "No," they reply. "Only you can." One viewer, guy with the maxed out card, donates a Zen and types, "You'll understand soon." Jinsu holds his hand up toward the screen. "I'm ready." Then, footsteps. The creature's back. Jinsu turns to Youngjun. "Can you go faster?" "I'm already at top speed." The monster is gaining ground. Jinsu asks Mitchell for alternate routes. "There's a mountain path on the left. It's steep." "Then go!" Jinsu shouts. "We'll die straight on." As they climb, the distance widens. But there's a sharp turn ahead. Mitchell says, "Just keep going. That thing won't be able to stop in time." Jinsu yells at the chat, "I need a buff. Give me a quest." The chat says, "You're cooked." He panics. Then, the guy with the maxed card drops a mission. Roll down the window and taunt the monster. Reward, 5-second car stability buff. Jinsu immediately cranks the window. "Hey, ugly, you got 8 legs and no brain." Mitchell is horrified. "What are you doing?" "Buying us 5 seconds. Jinsu grins. He keeps yelling, calling the monster every name in the book. Mission complete. Buff activated. As they round the sharp turn, the monster tries to follow, but loses balance and flies straight off the cliff. The chat goes wild. Mitchell and Youngjun are pale and shaking. Jinsu wipes sweat from his face. Shout out to the maxed card guy. Jinsu stares out the window, still catching his breath. That worked, he mutters. Barely. Mitchell speaks up. So, are we close? Radio said the evac is through the train station, Jinsu replies. Let's hope it wasn't lying. As they arrive, something feels off. The train station is empty. No soldiers, no survivors, not even zombies. Jinsu frowns. Weird. After that radio message, I expected a crowd. They hide the car behind a nearby building and proceed on foot. Mitchell glances around nervously. Are you sure this is safe? Nope, Jinsu says. But I'll handle the undead. Just then, a growl echoes. 3 zombies round the corner and charge. Aggro activates instantly. Plus 30% strength. Jinsu grins. Perfect. He takes them down effortlessly. Clean swings, smooth movement. One tries to sneak up behind him, but he twists, ducking under its arms, and crushes it without hesitation. The chat is impressed. He's really grown. Jinsu tells them to stop with the sappy stuff. Still, he knows it's true. He's faster, sharper, and more in control than he's ever been. As they move deeper into the station, they spot someone in the distance. A man shouting a name. Changguk Jong. Jinsu immediately recognizes the name. That's the city's mayor. He watches the guy nervously pacing, calling out. Jinsu asks the chat if he should help. Most say no. But the maxed card guy says yes. So Jinsu makes the call. He saves the man, killing a zombie right before it devours him. The man breaks down, explaining how the mayor betrayed him, kicked him out of the car during their escape. Jinsu listens carefully. So the mayor's probably inside, huh? The man nods. He wasn't a bodyguard, just a driver. But Jinsu's sure of it now. This is a story mission. As they near the station entrance, the man suddenly points. Hey, what's that? It looks like a child, alone, still, motionless. He moves to call out to her, but Jinsu slaps a hand over his mouth. Are you crazy? The chat screams. She's a silent girl. Jinsu asks if it's really that serious. No reward comes, but the maxed out viewer drops 100 zen. Jinsu's eyes go wide. That's roughly 1 million won. He thanks the guy and focuses in. The creature moves. The guy panics and trips, landing right in front of the girl. She lunges. It's too late. He's devoured. The chat just types one thing. She's the silent kind. Jinsu gets a mission prompt. Do not move until she passes. Reward 1. Minute deafening skill. Render target unable to hear. He stands perfectly still. The girl walks right past him. Sweat drips down his neck. Once she's gone, the reward activates. Jinsu kneels by the man's body to grab his ID, just to check his name. But the guy suddenly twitches. Jinsu finishes him off before he can reanimate. Then, another scream. He looks up and sees one of the silent girls breaking through a nearby door. Mitchell's voice echoes from inside. Help! Jinsu freezes. He could run, but the new master posts a mission. Rescue Mitchell and Yongjun. Reward 20 zen. He heads into a nearby diner to grab something. A digital timer. The chat mocks him. Hungry mid-apocalypse? He smirks. Watch. He sets a countdown, creeps toward the bathroom where they're hiding, and tosses the timer down the hallway. Beep, beep, beep. The monsters are drawn to the sound. Jinsu throws another, then another. They follow each one deeper into the building. When the coast is clear, Mitchell breathes out, finally relaxing. The chat asks why Jinsu didn't use his deafening skill. Because I'd have to touch them for that, he replies. And I like having my limbs. Yongjun groans. He says his ankle's broken. Jinsu tells Mitchell to help carry him. Mission complete, but something's wrong. Jinsu turns and sees Yongjun transforming. He's not injured at all. Mitchell doesn't understand what's happening. Jinsu just says, it's too late. He drags Mitchell away and runs. From a distance, Yongjun watches, expression blank. They reach the train yard. No guards, no staff, nothing. Jinsu sighs. Of course. Still, he tells Mitchell to stay alert. Whatever's coming on that train, we won't like it. An announcement plays, train arriving shortly. They find a wooden crate and hide. As the train rolls in, it carries a wave of zombies behind it. Someone used it to bait the horde away. Jinsu realizes that second train was waiting for him. He runs toward it and sees a figure near the conductor's cabin. A woman. She's yelling, "Where's the damn mayor?" Jinsu recognizes her. Swan Jang, a viral internet figure known as a beacon of hope. She's not as composed as in the videos. Mitchell prepares to attack her from behind, but Jinsu stops him. She's strong. We want her help. Swan sees them and asks who they are. Jinsu flashes a fake ID badge that says he's a mayoral security guard. She's skeptical. He tells her straight up, "Mayor's dead." She's stunned. "What? We were supposed to bring him here. We risked everything." Jinsu suggests they talk at the shelter. Swan reluctantly agrees, but insists on confiscating Mitchell's weapon. They board the train. As it starts to move, another voice yells, "Youngjun!" He stumbles toward the train, reaching for it. Jinsu helps him aboard. "You made it," he says, genuinely relieved. Then the stairs behind them shake. The mayor himself appears, limping, bloody. He screams for the train to stop. Swan turns. "Wait, is that?" Jinsu points behind him. "Look!" Dozens of silent girls are chasing him. "If we stop, we all die." She hesitates, then slams the door shut. The mayor curses them with his last breath. As he's torn apart, he shouts, "The code is the end." Then silence. The chat erupts. That was the best decision ever. Youngjun slumps in the corner, exhausted. Jinsu thanks him. "We wouldn't have made it without you." Mitchell helps him sit. In the cabin, Swan confronts Jinsu. "Explain." "Now, I told the truth," he replies. "The mayor's dead." "But you're not a real guard," she snaps. Jinsu shrugs. "Never said I was." She slams him against the wall. "What's your goal?" "I'm just a passenger," he says, "trying to survive." "You lied. Only about the ID. The rest? All real." She glares, but slowly lets go. Jinsu smiles. "Saw your interview. Said you were hope for the new world." She looks away, cheeks faintly red. "That wasn't a big article. Doesn't matter. I remember it." She says nothing, then finally sighs. "What's done is done. We'll move forward together." Jinsu asks if she knows anything about Division 7.5. Swan looks away. "Yeah," she says. "They're the ones who, if you enjoyed the story so far, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Yume Recap, and stay tuned for the next part."